Smith here with you, kind of busting in on a Tuesday afternoon as we have another special guest in studio who calls Brooklyn home now. Originally, I believe, from Long Island. Is that right?
That's correct.
Very cool. Bess Rogers is in the house, and we have got Bess, and thanks especially to our friend Todd Elmore, who helped hook this up. Appreciate Todd. Good to get reacquainted with him again as well. Bess Rogers presents Bess Rogers is the name of the EP, CD, right?
Yep.
You've been hearing Favorite Day quite a bit here on 90.3 The Rock, which we really enjoy playing. Long Island native, I guess, called Brooklyn home now, though, and kind of on a mini tour, I guess, this spring right now.
Yep.
Somewhat still supporting the Bess Rogers Presents Bess Rogers EP as well. Doing some opening slots as well, right now?
Yeah, I'm opening, well, a few days ago I opened for Aaron McEwen, who's a great singer-songwriter.
Yeah, just played here at the Rhythm and Blooms Festival, I believe, as well. Or something,
Yeah, she's fantastic. And then the next couple of days I'm opening for Ari Hest, who's also fantastic.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So good gig, and then doing some one-offs, I guess, solo as well in your big white van.
Right.
So very cool. Well, we are just very, very happy to have you in Knoxville at Preservation Pub this evening, but especially here live on 90.3 The Rock WUTK and on UTTV The Rock Unplugged. You've got the guitar in hand. It is in tune. We got the mic on. I think the next thing we need to do, Bess Rogers, is go ahead and have you play one. What you going to do?
Well, let's do it. I'm going to do Favorite Day since you're playing that one.
Very cool. Here's the one you've heard quite a bit, a little more stripped down maybe. You've heard quite a bit here on 90.3 The Rock from the EP Bess Rogers Presents Bess Rogers. This is Favorite Day live on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV The Rock Unplugged. Miss Bess Rogers, go right ahead.
In 2008, when you said you loved me, and you kissed me on the mouth and told me all about the bike accident from your childhood. I remember, the clarity I know never fades. Show, you didn't even know that I was in a punk band, and all of my friends, they took you by the hand, and they threatened your life. Damaged. I said I'd be your bandage. I remember, I remember the clarity I know never fades. I remember, that was my favorite day.
One of the great things, Bess, about your music, wonderful melodies, great singing, great chorus, but just, hooks galore, just catchy. And so, even when you kind of hear it in like the stripped down version there, if you will, and Dave's like, oh, wait a minute, I like that song. And that's exactly what it was, recalling it for the radio airplay. So again, Bess going to be performing live on your radio here for the next 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes or so. She'll be at Preservation Pub this evening about 7:30 is when that's going to crank up tonight down on Market Square. Preservation Pub, just a lot of fun. This young lady who, like we said, calls Brooklyn home right now, but I guess does a lot of performing on what's called the Lower East Side, or is that really kind of the scene right now up there? Is on the Lower East Side?
Sort of.
Really?
That's where a lot of the venues are. There's a Rockwood Music Hall is one that I play a lot, and the Living Room is there. There's like just sort of a slew of musicians and shows going on, and it's kind of fun because a lot of my friends play around there, and I go in for a night and hop from venue to venue, block to block, and it's sort of a fun time.
Oh, and you just so happen to have your guitar with you. And
right.
It's one of those kind of places, too.
Exactly.
And we were talking a little bit off mic how different, obviously, things are from the 1970s in New York City.
Yeah.
And obviously, the late 70s, early 80s, the Lower East Side was the punk hub, with CBGBs and
Right.
things going on down there. I'm a big Yankees fan, by the way, so a couple of years ago I got to go see the new stadium and see them play the Red Sox, and one of the things I did was go to the Lower East Side and ate at Katz's, and man, the Lower East Side has changed a lot since I went there in the 90s, and it's an amazing hub of activity and young people and just and beautiful people, and it's a lot different.
It's super trendy and very expensive. It's not. I mean, I didn't really get to see it at that point. I've only really lived in New York City for about five or 6 years, but it's from what I understand, it was not a safe place to walk around at night, and now it's just filled with hipsters.
Probably not a lot of listening rooms on the Lower East Side like
Right.
there are now as far as performance venues
Right.
go. So, well, you've been involved in music a long time. Like I said, kind of I guess what you make is an indie pop kind of sound, some rock thrown in, some good time, upbeat, energetic. Even aggressive type songwriting from time to time, have fun, feel good type music. But it wasn't always, I mean, you grew up a pretty shy girl. I mean, obviously, I think you've been writing songs now since your teen years, but that performance aspect didn't come that easy early on to you, did it?
No, I was pretty shy. I had a good, strong case of stage fright. And shaky hands and quiet, mousy voice. But I always wrote songs, and that was always that was the thing that came really natural to me. I picked up the guitar and learned 3 chords and started and wrote a song, and that was the first thing that I did. So I wanted to perform them, I wanted to record them, I wanted to be a singer-songwriter, but I was so scared to get on stage. So I throughout high school, I went to open mics.
Sure.
Every night of the week. I had a couple of friends that would come with me and be my moral support. And it really helped me to grow and feel comfortable performing. And then I've done so many nerve-wracking things. I play with Ingrid Michaelson, who's an awesome singer-songwriter, and we've done some
opened up for Dave Matthews with her, so you can't have stage fright.
Exactly. We've played stadiums. I've played at Madison Square Garden. I've done countless live television and radio and national, we've played on Conan O'Brien and things and it's after that, I feel like there's literally nothing that can make me nervous these days, which is great because it's a far cry from where I started. So.
Absolutely. Well, did you grow up in Long Island? Is that where you were singing and writing at first? Would you come into the city to do open mic nights, or were there places out there?
There was actually a pretty cool scene on Long Island. There were a good number of coffee shops that had great open mics, and there was a really supportive community, and I'm so happy that I had that. There were some really wonderful people who I still am in contact with, and
very supportive at a young age.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, obviously it worked because you're writing great songs now. You're performing, of course, doing your own thing, like you said, performing with Ingrid Michaelson and the band, I guess, as well. And then tell me about this country bluegrass 80s cover band. Is that right? The Flux Capacitors?
Yes.
Is that right? So do you cover country bluegrass songs from the 80s? Do you take 80s cool songs and put kind of a country bluegrass twist to it? Tell us a little bit about that.
It's the latter. We take hits from the 80s of all styles, except we don't do any country bluegrass songs. I don't even really know any from the 80s. I don't know. I'm sure there are, but I
Alabama and others, yeah. But
we do more of the like new wave, hair metal.
Sure. Plenty of that.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. The stuff that everybody. I don't know. We like to try to pick songs that are definitely sing along. Yeah. That everybody knows the lyrics to and
which is the 80s songs. In general, just about what 80s.
There's a lot of great songs to choose from, and it's actually kind of cool to see what songs easily fit into a totally different style of music, because it sort of gives credit to the songs and how well some of them are written, like Michael Jackson songs.
Oh yeah.
Or like my favorite 80 country.
We had not too long ago. We had Colin Hay in here, lead man for Men at Work.
Yeah,
and and you go back and you listen to those songs and the songs he's doing now solo, and man, such strong songwriting. I will always say in my interviews, it always falls back on the song, no matter what. Performance can be what it is. And I think that's one of the reasons, I swear, why 80s music is still so popular. There were some really well-written songs. Oh, yeah. Great songs.
Totally.
And, well, that's cool. You got to have fun with that, though, I'm sure. What do you play? What instrument do you brandish in a bluegrass country all-80s cover band?
Well, I play the guitar and I sing,
cool.
and I, along with Chris Kuffner, who is my husband.
All right.
And guitar player, we work out a lot of the arrangements together. And, I actually been intending to learn the banjo, because I really want to play the banjo in this band, but I haven't really given it enough time. So hopefully soon I'll be playing the banjo and the flux capacitor.
Well, good luck with that. You already got the flute down. You're working on the trumpet, is that right?
Yeah, I'm sort of working on the trumpet.
Yeah. So what's a banjo? I mean, come on, throw that in. And then you've got this
strings.
5 of them.
Yeah, it's fine.
Then you've got this other thing called the Age of Rockets, right? Tell us a little bit. I mean, this is just showing folks a little bit of the variety that is Bess Rogers, but also your talent. I mean, it takes talent to be able to do this many different things and to do them as well as you do them. Tell us a little bit about this orchestral electronic indie rock band, the Age of Rockets, I guess, is one way I saw it described.
Well, the Age of Rockets is a band. It's fronted by a good friend of mine, Andrew Futrall, and it's myself and Andrew and Saul Simon McWilliams and Adam Kriskow, and we're all friends from college. We went to school together at SUNY Purchase.
Yeah.
And Andrew writes the songs and sings and plays guitar, and I have been like a synth backup singer player.
Yeah.
I've also played bass in that band. I've played guitar. It's sort of like it's gone through many different incarnations for that band, but it's really fun, and we've done some touring and stuff, and we're working on a new record right now, and I'm just trying to squeeze it all in.
Is it more the indie rock vein then, really? More your straight ahead indie rock kind of stuff? Or?
No, it's like it's got a lot of electronic elements and
cool.
and a lot of orchestral elements. Andrew is a really, really phenomenal musician, but he's very talented at electronic music and does great remixes.
Right.
So, and he's actually going to be doing a remix EP of some of the new songs that I'm doing. So he's really amazing at that, and then sort of has a love for orchestral music. So there's a lot of strings and horns and all that kind of stuff.
Enough to keep you busy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So again, we've got Bess Rogers in studio, and on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged, Bess Rogers presents Bess Rogers, probably one of the simplest but most sensible titles for a CD or an EP I've heard in a while. You've been hearing Favorite Day quite a bit here on 90.3 The Rock. You just heard it done solo, but I think you got another tune ready for us. You said you've got a kind of fun cover, then you got a new tune, so which one are you going to throw at us next?
Well, since we started talking about the flux capacitors, I'm going to play a flux capacitor
There
song.
you go. Speaking of fun cover tunes. So very cool. This is Bess Rogers live in studio and on UTTV The Rock Unplugged. Don't forget Preservation Pub this evening about 7:30. She'll be going on to perform live down there at Market Square at Preservation Pub. That's going to be a good show, and here's a little bit more maybe what you might find and listen to down there. Bess, go right ahead.
All right.